Welcome to the Dre Way. Hey, I got a great show for you guys. Hitting the subscribe button, by the way. You guys are really helping me out. I appreciate it very much. I'm trying to get to 100,000 and I need your help. So if you hadn't hit the subscribe button yet, go ahead and hit it because I got a pretty good show for you today. Yeah, let's get started. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the Dre Way. I'm glad you are here. Look, we got a lot to talk about because, I want to start with Greg Abbott. Believe it or not, I want to talk about Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas. Apparently Greg Abbott, being the Republican jerk that he is, he doesn't understand how the whole global economy works. Because he got his panties in a bunch, and when he got his panties in a bunch, he decided to go after Canada because Canada said, we're going to be pretty target specific with things that we're going to hit tariffs with, namely red states. Other countries know where the problem is, and the problem is with red states. So that kind of got Texas all in a bunch. The governor there, Greg Abbott, he got upset and said, oh yeah, Canada? Well, we produce a lot of cotton. And how would you like it if we didn't send you cotton anymore? How would you like it if we didn't sell you cotton, Canada? How about that? And Canada, thought for about a fraction of a second and said, cotton? You mean India, China, Pakistan, Brazil? You do realize that they produce lots of cotton and sell cotton, right? You do realize that. So I guess what, Texas? You can keep your cotton. You can keep it all. Let us know how that works out for you. In other words, we will buy from someone else. So now that cotton that you find so valuable, find a place for it because we have found another supplier. See, that's what happens with tariffs. See, countries figure it out and say, okay, if you're going to be an ass, I'm going to open markets up over here and possibly find out that it's better dealing with these people than with you. So what is the overall effect of tariffs? It just means that your customers could find out it's better over there. But this is what you guys voted for. This is what Republicans wanted so badly. We want a game show host in the White House again. It wasn't enough that he destroyed the economy last time and hundreds of thousands of people died. That wasn't enough. We want him to come back and do the tariffs he said he was going to do, which he just did. And now, starting on Tuesday, the price of everything, almost everything we buy, is going up. Is that what you signed on for? I thought this whole thing was supposed to be about lower prices. But we both know that wasn't true. That was never what this was about. It's not what it's about now. It's not what it's about now because we're still talking about DEI. We have to do winks about DEI and all this other garbage when we know it's all about one thing. It's all about whiteness. It's all about being more white. That's what this whole thing is about. This is all about promoting whiteness. And I'll tell you what, other countries aren't going to tolerate it. Other countries aren't, and the repercussions are going to be this, not just higher prices, not just people losing their jobs, but a total economic collapse. That's exactly what's on the plate right now if it doesn't get corrected quickly. And you're going to find out this week in the stock market what the stock market thinks of tariffs. Yeah. This tariff land that we've just entered never ends well, especially when you do a blanket 25% on everything. Yeah, this is a recipe for complete disaster. But this is the nonsense you guys voted for. This is what you voted for, and now this is what you're going to get. And believe me, after 2 weeks and planes falling down on the ground everywhere and prices on eggs doubling and tripling just as he walked in the office, gas prices going up. Yeah, Donald Trump hasn't done a single thing about lowering prices. But I have something much scarier to talk to you guys about. So again, welcome to the Dre Way. I am glad you're here. Don't go anywhere. I want to talk to you about something you need to be thinking about right now. So stay right there. I don't know. We're not talking about this. For some reason, I don't see it in the news. I don't see it. People are dying of the flu. The flu, the regular flu is everywhere. It's spreading hugely across the United States. I'm not even talking about tuberculosis or the bird flu that has now mutated and it's in cattle. Yeah, it's literally mutating and in cattle now. I mean, this bird flu is a really, really bad thing that is really starting to pick up speed now. And we have the worst person in the planet in the White House right now who could care less about bird flu and food safety. He doesn't care. Because why are we not getting daily briefings on the tuberculosis outbreak and the bird flu that is wiping out companies and animals across the country? Why are millions of animals are having to be put down and the spreading hasn't stopped? But what information are we getting? What data are we getting, and from where? From where? Because the White House is telling us nothing. Are you okay with this? Are you okay with not knowing what the story is across the country on bird flu? Because nobody's telling us. You know, we now have cattle and other animals being infected. And this virus is mutating. And now the question is if it starts mutating into thousands of humans, then what? What's the plan? And how is this not on everybody? How is everybody not talking about this? Why is this not a subject immediately on the news? Probably because airplanes are falling on the ground. What is it, 6 planes in the last week? I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden we can't keep planes in the air. Maybe that's a distraction though, because nobody's talking about the bird flu, which is ravaging across the United States. Not to mention the regular flu that's killing thousands of people, and no one's even talking about that. Not to mention tuberculosis outbreak. No one's talking about any of this stuff, and we're certainly not getting any information about it. Doesn't that bother you? Doesn't that bother you that we're not getting up-to-date information about something that can decide whether you live or die? Yeah, I'm as puzzled as you are. But let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I just think it's dangerous. I think it's dangerous that we don't have this information, and we should have this information, because for some people, it could be a matter of life and death. And treating these circumstances like the last time, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't go anywhere. I have a final thought. Stay right there. Now that the tariffs are taking place this week, and Canada, I thought Canada was being very nice, Mexico being as nice as they could be. I think we're about to F around and find out. You know, the whole FAFO thing, I think, is about to hit us, because I don't think you guys realize what exactly is at stake and how it's going to affect not only businesses that have to now get rid of jobs. They're just not going to sell as much. I mean, look at this way with a tariff. I want to manufacture my goods. I get materials from, say, Mexico. But now the materials that I get from Mexico are going to be 25% more expensive. So now I have to raise my price 25% on making my widgets, whatever they are. And now I go to market with my widgets 25% more expensive. Well, do people want to buy things that are more expensive? Typically, as price goes up, you sell fewer. Yeah, so if I'm not selling as much, if I'm not making as much money, now I have to start getting rid of employees. And that is the danger of tariffs, that we're going to start losing jobs and people are going to have to start getting fired. And when people don't have jobs, they don't go out to restaurants, they don't shop. And before you know it, consumer spending goes down. And when consumer spending goes down, our economy goes down with it. And that's exactly what we're looking at right now. So when does the economic crash affect us? Within months. You could expect an economic downturn, a significant one, especially if this tariff goes on, these tariffs go on for any length of time. It's going to be disastrous. It's already disastrous in the fact that you've got people around the world are looking at the United States going, what are you doing? Especially, what are you doing to your best trade partners? I mean, Canada and Mexico are like this with the United States. We should be doing everything to make that relationship better. But you're not doing that, are you? You're not making this relationship better. You're not making anything better for anyone. Yeah, the only people that you're maybe making things better for is what, the rich? Because people in Canada are miserable now. People in Mexico are miserable now. People in the United States that are going to be paying these higher prices are miserable now. And you've got people miserable in Greenland and Denmark and Panama. Around the world, people are miserable because you, sir, you, Donald Trump, are an absolute horrible person. Yeah, and your policies are terrible. And all you're doing is tearing down the United States and tearing down what we build, we've spent so many years with Obama and Biden trying to build, world relationships, and you have the ability to tear it all down in weeks. You're not making America stronger, you're making America more hated. That's what you're doing. You're bringing hate upon America. And that doesn't benefit America, Donald Trump. It doesn't benefit it at all. In fact, I can't think of anything you do that benefits America, because you just end up messing up everything. You've always done that. You always will. And here you are 2 weeks into a presidency, and it's already a disaster. Let me know what you think. Thanks for stopping by the Dre Way. Don't forget there's a new Dre Way each and every day. I really appreciate you guys being here and helping me out to 30,000. I'm almost there, almost 30,000 subscribers. I can't thank you enough. We're on our way to 100,000. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget, there's a new Dre Way each and every day. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day.